Showroom, you can see the latest designs of tiles and cabinets that can bring your vision to life.
I wanted my kitchen to be perfect for my family's lifestyle. The Tile Store has what it takes to transform a house into your dream home.
The Tile Store.
If you are looking to sell your house during this season, you might be thinking, oh gee, what do I do? Because the holidays are right around the corner. Well, you call Jason Carr. He's brought with him today Bethany Moody. They're both, of course, with Onward Chattanooga. This is actually a fun time to sell a house and a really fun time to stage it, right?
It is. You know, a lot of people think during the holidays is a bad time to sell your home. You know, people coming in and out while you're decorating and got presents out. It is not. The last couple of years, our fourth quarter has been very strong.
You know, so my husband and I, whenever we've bought a house, we've always thought the first thing, where's the tree going to go, right? I mean, for a lot of people, that's a real thing. So if you have a house that does look beautiful at Christmas time, that's a big selling point, wouldn't you guess, Bethany?
Yeah, I think it can show people what their house could be. It gives them ideas on how they may be able to stage it for future holidays, makes it feel a little bit more homey.
It's also a very forgiving time of year, I think, because buyers are looking at everything, but they're not going to be looking too much at the yard because everything's kind of dead anyway. So you can save your money on having to landscape a lot and just put it into the pretty lights that you're going to enjoy.
Get it all ready for Christmas.
Yeah. Okay, but there's a key, isn't there, Jason, in maybe you doing the decorations and then letting somebody stage it if you're putting it on the market?
We can do it one of two ways. You know, a lot of times we have some great sellers that has the eye for staging and they do it themselves, but also sometimes we have to bring in a stager to give ideals and move stuff around and set the house up like it should be.
You mentioned the presents. That is a little bit of a worry. So do you encourage people to maybe not put too many things out at one time?
Correct. You don't want to put all of your presents out at one time. You know, keep the expensive ones put up in a safe place. If you have to, just wrap empty boxes and stick under the tree to make it look like there are presents there. So there's a way.
I'm laughing because I'm thinking all my friends who do not like to wrap, and they're thinking, yeah, right, Jason, I'm going to spend extra time on that.
You can use bags.
Yeah, there you go, the new American way.
Yeah.
So Bethany, are you a buyer's agent? Are you a seller's agent?
I'm both.
You're both?
Yeah, that's one of the great things about our newer team is that we get to kind of do it all. And back when we were with the Mark Hite team, I was only a buyer's agent, and then I've had the opportunity now to list several houses this year, and it's different, but I love them both.
Well, I would think that's actually very beneficial because it lets you have the perspective of both sides, and that's really important to then guide your client.
Right.
Well, tell me about the market. What's it looking like right now?
We're pretty strong right now. We've listed a couple of houses the last couple of weeks, and you know, as we was talking about listing during the holidays, people are still doing it. It's actually a great time, and you know, we're going to close this year out very strong for being our first year.
I've bought a house, 2 houses during the holidays. Have you ever bought a house during the holidays?
We have closed on 3 houses all within a week of Christmas.
Oh gosh, that's kind of masochistic.
Oh yes.
Within a week of Christmas?
That's correct.
Actually, I was supposed to do that too, and the sale fell apart.
Oh.
The people buying our house, something messed up, and the quick story, we had bought, our tree was 7 feet at our old house. We had bought a 10-foot tree, and they were holding it for delivery on the day of closing. So I had not watered my 7-foot tree. It was dead. Oh, no. And now I'm staying in this house for Christmas. So I ran and I got the 10-foot tree, and they cut it down to 7 feet, and we took it home, and it was fine. It was a Christmas memory.
Oh yes, and you know, a lot of times during for instance, one of my houses we sold, we actually left the Christmas tree with it for them to enjoy during Christmas.
Oh, that's sweet. That's a nice idea. Is there anything that people should know interest rate wise or kind of going into 2025 if they're not listing yet? Maybe be careful of the credit card purchases you make right now?
Yes, that's a big one, especially if you're buying. You know, you want to watch out how much you spend or put on credit cards, because when it comes to pre-approval time, they're going to look to debt to income ratios.
So we don't want to be high. Of that. Yes. Okay. And plus you want that credit score to be good, and if you're maxing out a card, that affects your credit level.
Yes.
So, okay, here's where you will find them. Y'all will be closed Thanksgiving Day, right?
We're open 24/7.
Oh, wow. Don't say it if you don't mean it.
We are.
All right, it's Onward Chattanooga. As you heard Bethany say, they're kind of servicing you on either sides. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, their agents are prepared to help you with either equation, 265-0088, and then there they are online. Like them on Facebook. You'll see an awful lot of new listings coming out that way as well, and it's a good time to sell or to buy.
Aqua Living now has 14 hot tubs under $49.99. Our patent-pending thermofill will fill your hot tub with hot water on demand, then drain it when you're done, eliminating the need for chemicals and high electric bills. Shop us now at shophottubs.com.
You wake up, clock in, and put in a hard day's work. But what happens when an ordinary workday takes a turn for the worse? On-the-job injuries bring more than just physical pain. They bring medical bills, missed work days, and a feeling of being overlooked and isolated. At Weathermark Key, we stand by the working people. If you are injured on the job and feel like no one has your back, we do. Give us a call.